Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Joe Yoon, aka Joe Therapy, and today in this video we're going to talk about 3 modifications you can do if you struggle with knee pain and you're doing like exercises like squatting. So a lot of times a lot of clients will come in and we'll do some therapy with them, we'll do some massage therapy, some exercises, but when they leave, I don't want them to fully stop working out. I just want them to modify so we just don't aggravate the area while they're recovering. So let's get it started with the first modification and what you can manipulate, and that would be the load. So basically how much weight you're using. So let me grab a dumbbell for an example. Let's just use the goblet squat for this example. Let's say we're squatting and we have, what is this, 20 pounds. I'm jacked, 20 pounds, and we're squatting down and my knee starts to hurt. So one thing we can check is if we don't use 20 pounds, maybe we use 10 pounds or body weight, do we replicate that same issue? So now I'm just doing body weight squat, coming down, magically my knee feels a little bit better. So it could just be a load issue where you're using too much weight and your body just can't handle it. So that's the first one, is load. Number two would be technique and also just exercise modification. So one could be technique, and if someone's technique isn't the greatest, it could put excess stress on certain body parts like the knees if you're doing a squat. So one thing you could do is just make sure your technique is good, maybe go to a trainer or watch this video right now. And let's just use a band for some feedback on this one. And a lot of times, knees aren't doing the right thing, the lower body's not having the right cues here, so maybe push the knees out, feel like you're spreading the floor, and then maybe that makes your knee feel a little bit better. Maybe you're not using the right technique, the knees are coming in a little bit, just putting some extra stress on your knees, and that could be one of them. So check to see if your technique is good, and again, a band can be really good to give you some feedback there so you use your glutes. And the other one is exercise modification. So just because you're doing squats doesn't mean, when we're doing squats, doesn't mean that we have to do that for that certain exercise or for that workout. So another thing we can do is like split squats or lunges. And I like to do more of the reverse lunge because what we're going to do is keep the shin a little bit more vertical. Take some pressure off of the knee, because in squatting, we need to have that knee go forward a little bit to get the depth. So if we're doing something like a reverse lunge or a split squat, we keep that knee and that shin a little bit more vertical to take some of the pressure off of the knee and more into the glute. So technique, exercise modification, and now we can manipulate range of motion. So let's go and grab a box. You can actually use a bench too, that works, but let's grab a box since we have them here. Put these down. So we got the load, we have the technique, the exercise modification. Now it's range of motion. So if we're squatting and we're going basically like ass to grass, and that bothers the knee, maybe we can just squat to something like a box for now until the knee starts to recover. So we have a box, come down and squat, and now we have something to stop us here, and we're not going full depth, but again, it's gonna take some pressure off of the knee to, at least while it's recovering. Then you can come back up, just like that, squat down, and come back up. So those are the 3, I guess it was technically 4 things you can do to modify your exercises to basically make your knee feel better. So again, load, changing the amount of weight that you're using, technique, maybe using something like a band or having a trainer watch your technique so there's less pressure on a certain body part. 3, exercise modification. Just because you're squatting that day, you might be able to just change up the exercise and still hit certain body parts and similar body parts. And 4 is a range of motion. Just don't go to the depth that you usually do, at least for now. And that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed that video and got some tips if you're struggling with some knee pain. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe, smash that thumbs up button, and then comment down below. Let me know what you want to see in a future video.